before we jump into the news, I should mention that another way to get news each week from the Dice Tower is on Dice Tower Now. N-O-W.
N-O-W is how you spell it.
That's a podcast that goes out weekly with news, and it's actually, there's more news in that than there is that we talk about. It just consistently news. We share news back and forth. So Corey and Camilla do that, and Corey is always on the hunt for news everywhere. I think he's at Origins right now getting news.
He is.
Origins is going on. That's news.
I call him Craven because he's so good at the hunting.
Do not bring up that name right now with this stupid movie. Okay, anyway. All right. So here we go. Let's take a look.
Forget it, non-nerd.
Is that Marvel?
It is so not worth your time.
It's Marvel, isn't it? Okay.
Actually, Craven the Hunter is Spider-Man's best villain, but having him in a movie with... Oh, yeah, he's really interesting. If you read The Hunt for the Spiders, there's a series in Marvel. It's fantastic.
All right, I'm sorry I did this. I put a quarter in. Now I'm getting the whole song. How bad.
You started. All right, let's start with this.
Here we go. Here it is.
Diana
My
Jones
picks
Award.
are clearly the best.
Yeah, he's in there. There you go. Called it.
Diana Jones Award, which is an award given out for gaming. They had this Indiana Jones something or other that got burned in a fire, and now it just said Diana Jones. So they put it in like a little pyramid, and that's an award they give out every year.
Wait, what's in the pyramid?
That's really what it is?
Like a ripped thing from an old Indiana Jones game or something. They got burned in the fire, so the N came off, and it just said Diana Jones.
Oh, because it's Indiana Jones.
Right. Anyhow, they had this...
Never knew that.
By the way, that
understand
award
it.
is passed from winner to winner each year, and over the COVID thing, got lost in the mail.
Oh, of course.
Was it found?
Lost.
No, they don't know where it is. Anyway, they're saying it's in a factory somewhere in a box, like, ha, ha, ha.
Check Mike DeLisio's house.
100%.
Anywho, they give this out to Excellence in Gaming, which is really wide-ranging. I mean, it can be anything. It's been given out to Board Game Geek, the website. It's been given out to a designer. It's been given out to a game. It's been given out to an RPG.
Oh, I like that.
It's given out to all kinds of things. So there's 5 finalists. You can go look them up online. Most of them are RPG-esque, but the one that's not RPG-esque or Magic the Gathering is Cole Worley was nominated. He's the designer of Root and Leader Games and Whirly Gig Games. And there's a bunch of other stuff that you can go look it up online.
That's pretty cool.
That's neat.
I like that story about the award, too. I didn't know that.
I still don't think I understand the story.
No, don't worry about it. It's okay. Let's move on.
It's like inside the trophy?
Okay, I'm gonna Diana Jones.
Why would you put in a quarter two?
No. Look, okay, so this is the 23rd year in a row. And so about the award, I'll read it to you.
You're welcome.
No, it doesn't say about the award. The lost trophy. There it is. No, never mind. It's not there either. This just tells that it's lost. So...
What do they give you now?
So the trophy has a piece of this.
Yeah, there it is. The trophy looked like that. It's like a pyramid.
Got it. And that has a piece of something burned.
I think it was an
from a
RPG of Indiana Jones, and it got burned in a fire, and the IN disappeared.
Got it. So it's like an urn.
Yes.
Got it.
You earn it, and it's an urn.
Oh.
Let's go to something that people are interested in. All right.
That was bad.
The One Ring.
For
so
my
bad.
wittiness.
The One Ring, this is a single card in Magic the Gathering, which has made this set sell like no other set has ever sold, I think. From initial reports from me talking to some store owners and stuff like that, has said this set is selling like mad. Also, it is a good-looking set. We just got some decks and looked at them.
Yes.
It is really good.
The artwork especially is superb.
But there's one Ring card. There's actually tons of cards that are called the One Ring, but there's one in Elvish like this. It's 1 out of 1. And right now there's currently somebody from the Guild of Dragons, Gremlio de Dragones from Spanish.
Oh, this is a fun story. Yes.
Yes, they have offered 2 million euros, not dollars, euros. That's 2.159. Also a trip to Valencia.
And?
Some delicious Valencia. Who cares about this dish of food?
I need to know about this. Keep
you get
going.
a paella. you get a
Why
trip
would I
to
care about the
Valencia.
paella? I'm like,
paella.
I'm sorry, $2 million. Like is there paella? No? I'm sorry, I'm
I
picking
do that
something
for this
else.
card. I'm going to go buy some packs.
I'm selling it to my local game store. Thank you very much. They have
$2
free
million.
cookies.
No, I want that paella.
Oh, my word. All right, anyway. Supposedly somebody Oh, it's a limited time offer, and they retain the right to pull the offer at any time?
No kidding. That's how offers always work.
What does that even mean?
Like-
I think it means they have to like, probably they say, hey, well, it says at any time.
They're going to
'cause-
authenticate the thing for one thing, and if
Right.
they'll be like, no, thanks, we rescind our offer.
I wonder, like, after somebody claims, do they rescind it, or does it have to be rescinded before someone claims? Like,
What I'm worried
tomorrow,
about
they're
is
like,
that
no
this
more.
is merely a honeypot to get somebody to say, I own it. And they're like, okay, who are you? Where do you live? Great, we rescind our offer. Send in the assassin.
Oh my god!
I'm telling you, I would be very careful. I would make up a pseudonym
That's true. I
or
mean,
a pen name,
have we
perhaps.
Have we confirmed?
Nom de plume.
Have we confirmed that they have $2 million and a paella?
Well, here's the thing. They could also rescind the offer, and hey, they got a lot of publicity.
That's true.
Right.
Let's offer $3 million.
Dice Stars.
Right. You're not having to
No.
confirm how much you have. Like, you don't have to show a bank account to make an offer.
If you find this card, first thing you do is go to the bank and get a safe deposit box.
And pick
Put
the
the
right
card-
bank. Okay, be careful what bank you pick.
Ask the manager, like, say, do you like magic? And if he's like, oh, I love it, you're like,
Good
different
day
bank.
to you, sir.
If he's like, what is that?
Here's a
garbage?"
good recipe for paella. Good day. Book it out of there. Get out of there.
All right, anywho.
One paella to rule them all,
One
says Peter.
paella.
If a Dice Tower fan finds this card and wins,
Like,
remember our started our Kickstarter years.
trade the van for the card. We could offer that. We could offer the van
That's true.
to the winner.
Dice Tower is a standing offer. We'll give our van
And we
for
can
the
even prove
card.
we have it.
We're
We're one up
we're
it.
allowed to rescind our offer, by the way, if
Anytime.
we are currently in the van.
All right, Puerto Rico. So they remade Puerto Rico, 1897, and they changed mostly thematic stuff in it. And then they made some printing errors.
A lot of them.
It was
apparently.
a pretty bungled launch. And one of the biggest one was I think there was not enough of a certain kind of plantation tile.
Yeah,
I
there
think
were some-
coffee or something.
The buildings didn't have their effects printed on them, something. It was, from what I heard, I never saw one of these in person, never opened one up or anything, but yeah, I heard that was very problematic printing, many errors.
But now it's slated to be released in early fall and at game stores, and it will have updated instructions, correct total number of tiles, and text is added to the building tiles.
And hopefully, hear me out here, Leia, some way to tell on the cover that this is the one you fixed.
Ooh.
Think about it.
They actually have
Just
a
think
track
about
record
it.
for this.
Wow, really?
In the
You
past,
can't
what was
tell.
the game? It was
No, Carpe Diem.
Carpe Diem. They reprinted it, but you couldn't tell which one you were buying.
It doesn't show on the back like what year it was printed or anything like that.
Well, I think
you
it was
can't
in the
even look
same
at that.
year,
It was in the same year, I think.
Oh.
But also, make
who
it
looks
obvious.
at the year in the back, right? You just see it and you're like, oh, this is the new one.
Yeah,
I mean, if you
don't,
know,
don't
if
make
you're
me
like-
go looking for
No,
that.
I
You should
I'm
actually
looking
not
for the
destroy the old
one.
disagreeing.
ones.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing that it should be something like that, but there should at least be something, even if it is the year. If it's
Yeah.
nothing and you can't even tell, that's dirty. No.
The next game is Alpaca. I have a friend who's a chef, and he just went down to Argentina
Where are you
and told me
going
he
with this?
had alpaca.
That's where I thought you were going with it.
He said,
He ate this little buddy?
What
Well,
part?
I don't know what part. He was just talking about
Like
it.
tongue?
He also ate one of those, the guinea pig things.
Calavera.
Yeah.
Capybara?
On a stick? How do you eat that?
On a stick. I was at a restaurant.
Wait, stop.
Oh, no.
Capybara? That's my favorite animal of all time. He ate my buddy? Oh, I love them.
Anyhow.
How do you eat it?
Like this.
But no, like, I mean, do you like
good
mince it for
eating.
stew or do you like,
I didn't ask
stick
him
it?
how he ate it. He said he didn't like the
How
guinea
you
pig
gonna
as
come
much,
with
but he
half
liked alpacas.
details?
That was very
I hope he choked on it.
I
Because
bet
we
it
were
tastes like-
talking about our
I bet it tastes
respective
like
trips.
lamb.
Anyhow, that's a cute cover. It looks really
Super
good.
cute.
I like the one with the hat.
This is from Christian Glove, and he designed Origami and Guilds.
Origami's a good little card game, yeah. And Guilds is... No, I don't think I know that one. This reminds me of that cover of Jeffrey, the giraffe from Toys R Us. Leaning in, he used to do that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's open a
Ooh,
toy store
wow.
with
Yeah.
that. With Alpaca.
I'm telling you.
I'm a Toys R Us kid. Na 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 na. All right. Ravensburger is releasing a game with a theme you've never seen before, Mycelia,
Mediterranean. Oh.
which is about mushrooms. That's not true. I believe this is one of 5 mushroom games being released this year. Mushrooms
Okay.
are
Wait, what's
in,
that
baby.
look like? Haven't we played it?
We'll show it to you in a second here, folks. Roy.
Maybe. It's possible. Boom! Mycelia.
I haven't played that.
Anyway, this is a first-time designer for his first game. It's coming out later this year. I don't know if I love that 3D board.
Where are
there.
the mushrooms?
Oh, there's like one right there in the bottom right-hand corner.
Look at that. It's amazing. It's 3D.
So it's mushroom.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the 3D. Like, does it have a purpose? If not, that middle part's going to get smashed or something at some point.
Can it stay built in the box? That's what I want to
You
know.
have a lot of questions, folks.
So many questions.
Thankfully, I have all the answers. Go ahead. Can that stay built in the box? Yes, it can.
Anyway,
Are you making this up on
you
the
are
spot?
improving your deck.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are.
You have the same set of cards, but you're going to improve your deck with better cards over the course of play. You're trying to clear your playing field of dewdrops. So I see the dewdrops in your playing field.
Yep.
Got to get rid of them. So it's a
Okay.
deck building game of sorts. I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, it says it features a mysterious die rolling dewdrop dropping device.
So it does.
A dewdrop
A
dropping device.
mysterious die-rolling, dew-dropping device.
No,
Oof.
dewdrop dropping device.
Dewdrop dropping device.
Dewdrop. Oh, I get it.
Dewdrop
Dewdrop.
dropping device.
Dropping.
Let me tell you about my mysterious dice.
All right, if I didn't see the logo in the bottom corner of the next game, I wouldn't know it was from them. Forest Shuffle. This is from Lookout. It does not look like a Lookout game.
That is
it's
gorgeous. That is
Looks
so
like
pretty.
a Renegade Studios game.
Oh, I love those tree cards.
Looks like
Does
the
it
Fox in the Forest.
say this is
It
Forest
does.
Shuffle? I don't see who the artist is here. This is from their green line label, so there's no plastic in it at all. It will be sealed with small sticky paper labels. Okay.
The outside of the box.
This is also
Yes.
the
Cards.
company's first simultaneous global release. It's going to be released in 12 countries and 8 languages.
Wow.
So, yeah, it looks really interesting. I like Lookout games in general. And I'm not saying Lookout games are ugly. I don't think they are, but they have a look to them. They're mostly... Michael Menzel has done a lot of the covers of them.
And this is not it.
No, this is very different.
This looks really cool. I love those tree cards.
Those are so pretty,
Yeah.
aren't they?
That's nice.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
That looks good. I'll check it out.
Speaking of looking good, I'm very excited about this next one. Korean Board Games is releasing a series of abstract strategy games.
Ooh.
This is with a Go Grandmaster, Lee Sedol. I wish they put that part with his name and his picture and everything. I wish that was like on the back
On
or
the
something.
back, yeah.
But each of these looks good. So we have pictures of each of them here. So the first one is
Okay.
Great Kingdom.
Okay.
This is where you're trying to build the largest kingdom by putting them in a territory and destroying opponents' castles. That's the next slide, the Great Kingdom. And then
Okay, looks good.
after that, we have 9
pretty.
knights, where you're going to reach goal tiles with a matching knight in order to win. I like how those knights look.
I don't like the Stratego thing happening there.
Oh,
I like
love
that they carry
I mean,
the
that's
little
cool. That's
numbers.
fine. It doesn't seem like the kind of game you get from a Go Master.
And the last one is King's Crown. It says it combines elements of Go and Bingo. There's going to be stone acquisition. You get you're trying to get bingo by playing your chosen stones.
That's amazing. I would be down for
This
that.
is the one I'm most interested
Yeah.
in.
Bingo and Go. What? I can't think of two games farther apart.
Anyway, I think it's neat that they're releasing this abstract series. I if it looks really, they
It
look
looks
cool in the
good.
pictures.
Yeah.
It has a GIF feel to it almost.
Yeah. Camilla's very excited for this.
I'm super excited about the next slide.
What?
I
Nutty
don't
business?
know anything other than this.
Oh, Nutty
Oh.
Business. All right. This is the one. Anyway, so Nutty Business here. This is from Studio H. I really like the art on
That
this.
is
That's awesome.
really
Gangster
cool art.
squirrels.
That's how they do it, man.
Yes.
Squirrels act gangsters. That's
they
the
are.
thing. You know what I mean? They always seem like they know something you don't know. They're always lording it over your head.
This is apparently already out in France.
Stupid squirrels.
So it's coming over
trust
here
squirrels,
from
no.
Studio H. You have a symmetrical hand of cards. In each round, you'll add a card onto one or two piles in front of them and activate the effect on the top of each pile. Well, that's interesting.
Oh, so you
You
are
can play the
covering
same
things
card
up.
multiple times.
You can leave the same one
Yeah.
on top of one of the two piles and keep reactivating that one by playing to the other pile. Fire.
I like this.
Fire.
I like it.
Seal of excellence.
Wait, what?
We'll offer the Dice Tower van for this.
That offer can be rescinded at any time. All right. Coming from Lucky Duck, we have nestlings. Let's keep on this wingspan train here.
Ride it.
Nestlings. Okay.
This is They're working with Tangerine Games. Man, Lucky Duck is becoming this humongous company.
They really
great.
are.
They're publishing a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
But it looks really good quality. Even though I mentioned Wingspan, I mean, there's fewer bird games than, say, anthropomorphic animals at this point. So bring on more bird games.
Ooh, anthropomorphic bird game.
Ooh.
That would do
Anyway,
well.
you're trying to feed your
I know.
nestlings in this game. So will you feed your nestling for immediate points or take a different resource to complete a section of your resource ring? Yeah, it looks interesting.
Interesting. Okay.
I like the
try
look
it.
of it
that.
for sure.
Yeah.
All right. In breaking news, not really, they announced this a week or so ago, Monopoly has a new version coming out. Monopoly Scrabble.
Yo, hold up.
Okay,
Monopoly and Scrabble at the same time?
I'd probably try those abstract games.
Well, good.
First.
Oh.
Let's go back to the abstract games.
Here's
Hold on.
the
I made a
thing.
mistake.
I know we're getting a copy of this one.
Oh,
Tell
why?
me about this,
Why?
Tom. Tell me about it.
All right.
Oh.
This is from Winning Moves, and you're using your letter tiles to create words in the center of the board, and then move your pawn as many spaces as the score your word earned.
Okay, so you don't roll. It's not a roll and move anymore, okay? That's a
So you
huge
can
improvement.
go for like a shorter word if you just want to go a couple.
You can do that.
spaces.
This sounds... Who was that Grandmaster? He needs
Oh
to
my
get on
gosh.
this. Put him on the cover.
You know what's hilarious? Someone pointed out in one of the threads I read, The Onion, the satirical online newspaper, reported this as news like 8 or 9 years ago.
Oh,
or
really?
whatever. Like,
Oh my gosh.
Monopoly and Scrabble coming
That's
together.
hilarious.
I love that. I
Oh
love
my
that
gosh.
so much. All right,
Oh
well...
my gosh. This is going to sell like crazy.
Coming
though. Like
to a
if it-
store near
Yeah,
you.
if it gets out in the mass production, you know, people that aren't hobby gamers.
Oh,
I think this
absolutely.
is going to
Hey,
hit
Mom, I know
so
you
hard
love
with them.
Scrabble. Here's a new way to play.
Yep. I grew up playing Monopoly and I love Scrabble now. Boom, done.
Yeah, when this comes
So
in,
many.
Tom, I'll try it with you.
I think I will try it.
I mean, we played Scrabble. We did the Scrabble review, so yeah, I want to try this.
Yeah, but the idea of your score determining your piece move is more interesting than just...
It is. It is more interesting. Again, I don't know. I'm going to try to score whatever word I can. I don't know how much freedom I'll have, but I do like the idea of, yeah, like you said, if I really just want to go 2-3 steps, I could try to make a word that's worth that much. That's cool. I wonder if it's going to have analysis paralysis, actually.
So, yeah,
think?
right? Yeah.
It's your turn. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I went to bed and took a nap.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Also from Hasbro, Clue Conspiracy. This is a 4 to 10 player game, which sounds like a deduction game because everyone has a secret role. You might be a friend trying to keep Mr. Coral alive because the resort manager is Mr. Coral. Mr. Body's been dead. You're trying to keep him alive, but also discovering the who, where, and what of the murder plot. And other people can be part of the conspiracy. They're trying to sabotage your friend's investigation while carrying out the murder at a specific location with a specific weapon.
All right.
I love this one. Sounded interesting. But I grew up like really liking Clue and stuff. And I'm not really big into social deduction, but I think having that Clue connection, it sounded really interesting.
Yeah.
Anarchy Pancakes is our next piece of news. This is we're like in combination mode right now. This is a combination of the oatmeal and Spot It to some degree.
Oh.
What's
This is
oatmeal? I don't know that one.
Oatmeal is a comic. They did Exploding Kittens. That's their
Oh,
game.
okay.
But
Okay, got it.
Their comic is a comic that it's very viral. It's really ugly art, like really ugly. I think it's objectively ugly. The oatmeal art.
It has its own look. You can tell immediately when you look at it. It's the same artwork
Got it.
as Exploding Kittens.
Okay, yeah, you know what it is, yeah.
Anyway, Spotted is a game where you turn over two cards and find the same thing on both of them. This is a combo of them somehow. It's a 5-minute game. You start with 7 pancake cards, and everyone matches their pancake cards and other people's toppings. And you have to get rid of all your cards. Shout Anarchy Pancakes. I
love that.
I hate
love
everything
that.
about this. You do not. You do not.
I love shouting things in games
Anarchy Pancakes!
when it doesn't really matter or is part of the rules, but the game is asking you to do it, so you do it.
And then
I
you can't-
love that.
and you can't
I love
remember what-
conforming is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then you can't remember what to shout, so you shout something else, and then someone actually shouts what they're supposed to shout, and
Yeah.
then they win and you don't.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely doesn't
And then
make
you
me
shout
rage.
again, but this time it's profanities.
Exactly, yeah, that's
Yeah.
100% what I do.
100% what happens.
100%.
All right. I'm very excited about this next piece of news. Wasabi is coming back. Wasabi was originally from Z-Man Games back in the day. and designed by Josh Capel and Adam Gretzbein, and the art done by Josh Capel. But this was before kids table board games started. They're now bringing it back, although unfortunately it's going to be a while because it's coming to Kickstarter later this year.
They're kickstarting it?
Yeah.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah, I thought this one... But you know what? Old games don't have that recognition. Probably a lot of people don't know what Wasabi is.
I don't know.
It's, think of Scrabble, actually, but with pictures. You're trying to form lines of sushi on the board that will then match cards and things that you then get points for.
Okay, so like pattern.
It's ingredients.
building.
You're putting on
Oh,
ingredients.
ingredients. I'm sorry, ingredients to make sushi.
Interesting. Oh, that
It's
sounds interesting.
very light, but
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
Me too. It's a good game. It's a good little tile laying game.
And the
I'm
artwork
glad
was
this is-
really good, but this artwork is great.
This
Yeah.
looks really good.
Yeah, I'm glad this is coming back. This is a good game.
Yeah.
It's been ages.
All right, from Trick or Treat Studios, who's pumping out all sorts of games, and usually they're horror themed, and then every once in a while they do one that's not horror, and this is one of the ones that's not horror, which is confusing to me, but Treasure of the Dwarves.
Ooh.
So this is a reprint of an older game that Portal Games published called Dreadful Circus.
And when you say older game,
Like last
Like a year.
Yeah.
It's not.
it was very, very recent that game came out. Like I said, I think last year, yeah.
Yeah, Bruno Fiduti didn't like Portal changing the theme. He preferred this more generic, boring theme.
Gosh, I think the theme was like Dreadful Circus. That's like the most interesting thing to me about it.
I agree. I thought the new theme was
loved
very
it.
interesting. This theme is
Absolutely.
boring. Treasure of the Dwarves, who cares? That's like putting two words together. I'm not. Treasure, yay. Dwarves, yay.
Yeah.
One of them's holding the One Ring card in the corner.
Oh!
That's called a callback. All right. Anyway, it's coming at the end of 2023.
Cool.
But Trick or Treat has a lot of other exciting games coming out that I'm more interested in later. All right. Kelp. Shark v. Octopus. I got to be honest. In this particular game, I think the octopus is going to win.
But that's like a trout. That's not a shark.
Maybe the shark's off screen?
It's a shark, isn't it? Yeah.
What kind of shark is that?
You're right. That's not a
know.
shark.
Yeah, it is.
What kind of
Isn't
shark?
it? Because it has the one. I don't know my shark types. I don't know.
What kind of octopus is that?
Anyhow, this is a 2024
octopi
release
kind.
coming from Wonderbow Games. The artist is Webinson Santiago, and I really like that cover.
I like that cover a lot.
Carl Robinson's the designer. So it's giving a bunch of theme here. There's a
Why?
pajama shark on the prow. Did you know there's such thing as a pajama shark?
I've heard of it.
All right, so the shark is driven and is attacking the octopus. There's only one winner. So you're going to be the octopus or the shark?
Octopus.
I'll be the shark.
Fine, I'll be the shark. Anyway, the octopus is sneaking around the board by playing cards and managing their hidden and revealed places. The shark player patrols her territory and tries to hunt down the octopus by rolling dice and using special abilities. It's an asymmetrical game mixed of deck building and dice bag building, as well as hide and seek, bluffing, and manipulation. Sounds like they opened the box and like,
Wow.
throw in
Solid.
a bunch of mechanisms. Shake it up.
Yep.
Here's your game, sir. I'll still play it, though, because I like the theme. I like the art.
Yeah.
Yeah, even with nothing else really known right now, I like the look
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah, I agree.
This next piece of news that just was announced this morning and blew my mind.
Blew your mind.
Mayfair Games is coming back.
What?
I'm not joking. So, a company called Webbed Sphere has
That's a gross
applied.
title.
Web
Webbed
Sphere?
Sphere.
Yeah, I know. It's webbed and sphere. Anyway,
What's
they-
webbed? There's no corners or anything.
Stop.
I don't know. Maybe they did. It's
That
like
makes
Spider-Man
sense.
just put a. I don't know. Anyway, they bought in 2021. The same company bought Flying Buffalo, which is a very old company known for nuclear war. It's an old card game about blowing up the Earth. That was very popular in like the 70s.
Yeah.
Now they're buying Mayfair. I don't get this move here, because
How do
Mayfair.
you buy something that no longer exists?
Well, they can. I guess the trademarks was abandoned, so they applied to register and use this.
Okay.
It says the new Mayfair Games LLC began operations on December 2, 2022, and has been
Okay.
evaluating new products. So Mayfair, I don't know that the name means anything. Mayfair was bought by Lookout Games, and then Lookout Games was bought by Asmodee.
Yeah.
And when that happened, Asmodee said, we don't need the Mayfair thing anymore. Mayfair is best known for bringing games to America, specifically The Settlers of Catan.
Right.
which they had the
interesting.
license for that, but that license was from Cosmos. Catan, when Asmodee bought it, they're like, Catan is now its own company. And then they looked at the rest of the Mayfair stuff and said, that's garbage, and got rid of it. Because Mayfair did not, they have their fans, they have their train line of games, and they had some other games, but Mayfair did not have any very big games at all.
They had Catan.
They had Catan. And again, Mayfair is one of the first companies to bring things over. I'm not trying to diminish Mayfair. I think Mayfair was a great company. They did a lot of great things for the hobby. I just don't know why I would bring back an old name with an old logo.
I don't know. I'm confused by this piece of news. I mean, and they don't have any game announcements, right?
No?
They're just
no?
saying, yeah,
It's
we
like,
bought
haha.
we bought this logo and this name.
WebSphere President John Huston explained his motivation for the project. Growing up, Mayfair games were a staple at our house. The journey ahead is as much a personal passion as it is a business venture. That's probably what it is.
Okay.
This guy loved Mayfair games, so.
Nostalgia, though, for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe
Okay.
they'll bring it back. I'll be impressed.
That's interesting. Huh. Okay.
All right. And then finally, a new company has been announced called Play Punk. This is
I like that logo.
the designer of Hanabi, Antoine Bauza, and Thomas Provoost, one of the two founders of Repos Productions. They have established a new publishing company. So they've been they've been toying. They've been slow announcing this over the past week.
Okay.
That's
There's some two upcoming games that are coming here. One's a family board game for 2 to 5 players. That's co-designed by Paolo Mori, the creator of Libertalia,
Paolo?
and Remy Canzadori, who's the co-designer of Amul, or Captain Flip. Oh, the game's called Captain Flip. Captain Flip.
I don't know that one.
Well, that's their first game coming. Their second game doesn't have a name, but it's an expert game for 2 to 4 players. Then the designer of that's Gregory Garrard, who designed Cross Clues, which is a good party game, and Vasel.
So their expert one is coming from someone who did a party game.
Sure, but I mean that doesn't mean.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just making sure I understood.
Yeah.
That was the
That's why
distinction.
that's why they're called
Interesting.
Play Punk.
Play Punk.
I don't love that logo. I think it's
I like
not
it.
easy to read.
Well, I mean, you're definitely looking at not a clear version of it. That's what you're not talking about pixelation we're seeing, right? You're talking about
No,
the
he means
font.
like just the font.
Really? Oh, I
weirdness.
like it a lot. I like it a lot.
It's very
It's very
it's iconic. Yeah, it's
iconic,
a good logo. It's logo type is good.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, folks, that's the news.